proving you can teach an old dog new tricks.
Yes, good boy. Good job.
From the Mac of all trades studio in Fairport. And driven by Victor Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, it's Bills-ified, the Bill Moran Podcast.
Thanks for getting your pod on. Thanks for telling a friend. That's how we spread the word about the pirate ship. Follow us on Instagram at Bills-ified_pod, and you can also follow us on Facebook at Bills-ified. Last night, it was the Vanity Project.
Thanks for coming out, fellas.
Tap it. Man, that's a ride, bro.
It is.
That is a ride. Out there,
all the way to the west side of the river.
It's like all the way. Yeah, man, you're in like Henry East.
just down the road was Foxy's. If that gives everybody a little bit of a idea as to where this bar is.
I was doing the Foxy's ads because that's the guys in my car. My truck said, "Hey, you know, Foxy's around here." I go, "We're girls from your neighborhood strip." "Hi, I'm Randy, class of 75.
75, wouldn't that be the barrel?
Yeah, it would be the barrel.
The bottom of the barrel.
The bottom of the barrel. But Danny, man, the band sounds great.
Thank you. Praise the Lord. Thank you.
Excuse me, I got something stuck in my teeth. It's a little nasty.
I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. Somebody else got up and sang, too.
I know. I have audio right here. Last night, special guest. It went from Vanity Project to the Insanity Project. Someone running with their earbuds in, singing at the top of their lungs. Kevin Muir up on stage.
The guitar sounded great. The bass sounded great. The drums sounded great. I had to save the singer.
How long does it? How much coaxing did it take to get him up there?
Not much.
No, I
Bullshit.
didn't.
Not much at all.
Probably nothing.
No, he asked me once. I was like, "Nah, I'm good." Then he came over again during one of the long guitar interludes.
So, like, during...
It's like, dude, come on up and sing. All right.
Oh, that took a lot of twist. Twist your arm.
Well, I mean, it took a lot of shock tops, too.
After he was like, "I'm not done singing. I'm not done singing." No, he didn't do that. I'm just joking.
No,
I immediately walked back to my table and said, "Which one of you assholes taped it?"
The video clip that I have went 2.5 minutes long. I go, okay, I've heard enough of this. But we had left by that point. I think we left around a little after 10.
They paid us extra.
No, I went over and said goodbye to you.
Did you?
Yes. I came up. I made sure I did. I went over. I didn't want to do that.
I was the driver last night. I don't remember that.
Yeah, I walked right up because I said to those guys, because they're like, all right, let's sneak out of here. And I go, I'm going to say goodbye to Kevin first. And I went over and said goodbye. And I said goodbye to your buddy.
First person?
Yeah, I did.
That was good to see you guys. I appreciate the support.
Yeah, it was fun.
It's good to see you guys and Foodie out there.
But the band sounds great.
Thank you.
The Vanity Project, they were rocking it at Tap It. What's the next gig?
Friday night at Batavia Downs, 34 Rush, Thurman Thomas's bar.
Yeah.
It's 9 o'clock show because they have to do the drawing at 9.
Yeah.
So then we go after the drawing.
Wow.
So, yeah, so it's going to be a
Trying
late
to
night.
see if the band's going to actually play or not.
Man.
Yeah.
What time does it wrap?
About midnight.
About midnight? Yeah. And then, what is it, an hour home?
Yeah. That's not a big deal.
How long does it take to break down?
You get a hotel there if you want. For me, it takes like 15 seconds. For the rest of the band, it takes about, like maybe 10, 15 minutes.
You don't help these guys carry out
I do.
All right.
I do.
Yeah.
But my
Carries
drummer,
all the equipment.
our drummer, Phil, and I love Phil, but Phil likes to be the social butterfly. It must be a thing with drummers because our last drummer in my last band did the same thing.
Well, the people came out to see him.
It's 1:45, and he's still set up. It's like, oh, we got to help Phil. We got to help Phil break down.
You think the drive to Tap It was long? Wait till you go to Batavia Downs next week to see Danny's band.
And his wife told him, Phil, you got 10 minutes. Get over there and break down your drums. I'm sorry, I was busy talking to everybody. I mean, we had a blast though, and everybody was great. They asked us to stick around for another half hour and keep playing, so we did.
You did?
Yeah.
Look at this. The place was packed. They were like the parking lot.
I parked down the street.
Yeah, I did too. And then, and we had our own entertainment with us. Our Foodie's friend Brad.
Yeah.
It was very entertaining. And
he played the whole like, hey man, so how you doing? I'm like, good. And how are you? I'm like, do I know this dude?
You never met him.
Yeah, my wife goes, do you know that guy? I'm like, no, I thought you knew him. No.
Yes, and then he would start dancing. That would make me laugh too. So we'll.
He's just missing the lederhosen on the dance floor.
Now, maybe we can get you a gig at like even Cobblestone on Main. Maybe you could do acoustic, you and Bath. Acoustic right in the window there.
Yeah, we could.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like a little offshoot of,
Like
of
Will
the Vanity
Ferrell and
Project.
Sherry O'Terry.
Yeah, that'd be kind of nice. Cobblestone on Main in the village of Webster. Man, do they have some delicious food over there. 1800s Cobblestone Church, renovated. Thing I love about it, locally sourced menu items. That means local supporting local, which I think is fantastic. They got intimate dining if you're looking for something a little quieter, a little escape. And they got a great upscale bar if you want something a little more fun and lively but upscale. You get craft cocktails and craft beers. It's fantastic out there. And there's live music right in that front window. It's a great vibe when you walk in there. I love it. And actually, Damien, who owns Mulconnery's, came in here and asked me if I wanted to go to lunch there last week. I couldn't at the time, but that's just kind of the vibe of that place. Everybody likes going there. In business, people in the business won't go to and support places that they don't like. Right. So that's a good thing. And it's at 109 West Main Street in the village of Webster. Now, did you get up today, Daniel, after that gig and go to church?
I watched it online, but I did not go.
From bed?
Yes.
Man,
what's cool though is that you can rewind. You can rewind.
Is so 2023. Who the flip is rewinding? Come on.
Oh yeah. Wait, did Pastor Petsky say something? I missed it. Hang on, I'm gonna go back.
You actually rewind it?
Oh yeah. Like if there's a point I miss, I'm like, son of a gun. I started thinking about things and I got to rewind that. I don't want to miss
one iPad on church, the other iPad on YouPorn.
Okay, so what?
No, come on.
The church.
That makes like no sense whatsoever.
No, it might. There are some people.
For some people, maybe. Not me.
So hang on a second. You watch online. Do they stream it?
Oh yeah.
And so it's streamed live
on YouTube. Yeah.
On YouTube, and then you can rewind on YouTube if you miss something.
The original Sunday ticket.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, I don't know if you saw this, but there's been a couple of scary things that are happening in area temples and churches. Now, a man was detained. This is Rosh Hashanah for people who are of Jewish faith, and a service at the Temple Breath Kodesh. A guy, I don't know what happened. He just started getting up, and it was Friday night. It was the Rosh Hashanah services, and he started rambling loudly during the services.
Was he singing Rush lyrics?
I don't know. He just started rambling loudly.
Speaking in tongues.
According
the
to the
devil
news.
got to him.
Now, see, that's the thing. The speaking in tongues. Have you ever been in a church service when someone spoke in tongues?
Yes, I have.
Now, according to the Bible, if you spoke in tongues, it's supposed to be like another language on the planet, not some made up like Martian language.
Right.
And if it's really supposed to be, I thought the Bible says that even if Kevin doesn't speak the language, he would be able to interpret what you said. Is that true?
Yeah, ish, you're close. So it's supposed to be a language that's known, right? It's not
A
just
known
like,
language.
It's
That's
a known
what I'm
language,
saying.
yeah.
Like Klingon.
And the
Yes.
Bible says it shouldn't be done in crowds. It should be done among 2 or 3 people, and somebody should be there to translate. So it's in other words like.
So someone's there to just translate the language, not that they were getting interpreted. Now, I thought I learned it the other way, where even if you didn't understand the language, you too are filled with the divine, that you can interpret what
the idea is supposed to be like somebody's like speaking your language to you.
I'll never forget, man. When they used to pack them into our church on a Sunday.
I remember you told me the story.
And somebody went off. Like, this lady just went off like a fucking car alarm. Like, and I remember, like, sitting there going, I got scared. I didn't know what the fuck was happening. I was like 9, 10 years old. My sphincter got tight. I'm like looking around, and my father drives and says, here we go. And I was just like, what is happening? And then the pastor basically kind of called it BS. Because he goes, I don't believe that's a language anybody recognizes. But this woman, like, she's like flailing around and stuff.
They're learned behaviors from television and everything. You say,
it was a bizarre
it's called
thing.
being drunk with the Holy Spirit.
So I don't know here, but look, there have been.
I don't see anybody speaking in tongues in a Jewish temple.
No. This isn't speaking in tongues. I'm comparing it to something. This guy was just rambling loudly. Like, I don't know, like an old Jewish guy. I guess.
He's putting his lunch order in.
Sincerely, Mort Goldman again.
Knish, matzo ball soup.
Do I pay for your crackers with broken quarters?
But it would be very scary if something like that happens now. I think, like, it would be uncomfortable. You'd worry. But if you knew the guy and you were familiar with him at your temple, I don't know, but the Brighton police showed up and they detained the guy.
Yeah.
Now, it doesn't say he was arrested. It just says he was detained. But then
crowd control.
I feel like you'd be that guy sometime in church just to start getting.
No. Let me tell you something. Nowadays,
well, first of all, you got to go to church, but second of all,
but nowadays, no way. Like, no way. Are you kidding? Because, and here's why. I know what you're saying. Like, to speak in tongues.
You would just start spouting out, Deep Stones lyrics.
You can't always get what you want.
No,
The Bible says.
No, it'd be more
the
like
Bible according to Mick.
it'd be more like do 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 do. You started singing "Sympathy for the Devil." That's a free ticket out.
The Monroe County Sheriff's Office says they're investigating after a church in Parrington, which is not far from where I live. It's called the Mountain Rise United Church of Christ. They got information about a bomb threat, and officials say the church was evacuated out of caution and thoroughly searched by the deputies and canine units, and there was nothing found. And so that was today, I believe.
But you might want to dust a little.
And then at 8:15 a.m. this morning, officers say there was a potential bomb threat at Temple Bethel in Geneva. And the Ontario County Sheriff's Office sent a canine unit after searching the area. No threat was found. Deputies believe the threat was isolated, blah, blah, blah.
Is that a Jewish temple too?
That's a Jewish temple.
Okay.
So the first one was not a bomb scare, but that was Friday, but it is Rosh Hashanah.
Yeah.
So they have that at 8:15, and then the church, locally, a Christian church, the same thing. So it's kind of scary because it feels like religion's being targeted in this thing.
Right.
But do you be defiant and refuse to leave or have your services, refuse to not have them? I mean,
It's a really slippery
it's a
slope.
slippery
Because
slope.
if you do,
Because
then all
there's
of
a
a sudden it's
piece of
going to
me that
encourage
goes-
jackasses to keep doing it and keep doing it. And people just eventually, well, I'm not going to show up. I'll do what Dan does and watch it online.
Yeah.
And before you know it, you
Yeah.
lose your community of believers.
Right.
Or people go other places.
Yeah, because you know what's not happening? The you're not putting in the collection plate.
Do you
Yeah.
get the,
You know what I
the
mean?
collection plate online with those Facebook stars?
But how,
they have an app.
like
for
how
that.
serious do they have an app?
Yes.
They have an app for you to make a donation.
Yes.
Oh, okay, good. All right, well, they're figuring stuff out. Like, look,
Well,
they had to.
during COVID, they had to.
They had to,
Yeah.
yeah. How serious do you take these bomb threats? And I asked that more in a open-ended way, but only because I don't know. I don't know the answer.
Sometimes I wonder if these bomb threats are tests. In other words,
Well, they
like,
did it at
we're
a
gonna-
bunch of
we're gonna-
schools,
we're
right?
going to see what
Wasn't it,
happens.
Kevin, in
Hilton
Hilton
them
had a
all
bunch,
last-
right?
A bunch last year,
Yeah. So, okay.
They moved on from schools and now they're going to churches.
Well, the churches and stuff, but I don't know whether you start to believe it if you don't tell everybody. I don't know how they're coming in. Are they coming in like, would you call up as the devil? I used to call into a when I produced Brother Weezy's show, I used to call in as the devil, and I would have my voice like, "Hello, it's Beelzebub," and it would talk about how he had the cancer and stuff.
Yeah.
I would be all about when he had.
You called it as the devil, as his tumor, the
Yes.
weather pecker.
Yes, they did all this. But we used to do the weather tumor. It's so disrespectful. But
That actually made waves across the street, too.
but how my question being like, how serious do you take it? In that, I guess it's a rhetorical question. But what do you do? What are you laughing at?
Laughing at the weather tumor.
Yeah, but I'm just like,
I know. I'm sorry.
because I'm thinking if you start. This is domestic terrorism. Getting people to alter their daily routines or their plans or their whatever their routine
And
is.
I'm not jumping the gun here, but this is when people say this is where we're headed to civil war because of stuff like this. It's not going to be like guns.
Yeah,
and
but
everything. It's going to be like
that kind of stuff.
psychological type.
Because
of
the thing is,
warfare.
I'm wondering how are they calling it in? And probably not. Is it some kind of electronic message that's coming to somebody? Hey, there's a bomb in there, and I have to tell you, if I'm in charge of this, I go, I'm not doing this. And we're going on, and then let somebody find out in the church and.
Right.
They'll probably run you out on a rail. But where does a bomb scare, if you hear about a bomb scare, is there any place that it would really scare you? Like you would take it a little more seriously? I'll give you two examples. Greater Rochester International Airport,
Yeah.
Wegmans East Avenue. Where you thinking it's more serious?
Airport.
Right? I mean, I would too.
Easily.
Any airport. Because you almost think there it's more disruptive to people's. It's
Right.
a scarier thing. If it's happening at this airport, it could happen at other airports. If it's Wegmans, it's like, you know,
I would be more concerned if it was like, say, Blue Cross Arena or the
Okay.
Highmark Stadium, something
Yeah.
big like that, or like even like an MCC or something like that, where you've got a lot of people concentrated in one kind of area.
You know what scares me? And I think they had it. Where was it recently that they had to evacuate like a Walmart or something around here?
I think it was in Webster.
Penfield.
Was it
Webster or
Pen-
Penfield?
Yeah.
Penfield
Yeah,
was
that's the same
Target.
one. Same one,
Target
yep.
was Penfield. Walmart was Webster.
Okay. So when you're like, if you're in the store, what would scare me more, because I'm not believing that there's a bomb in there,
So I got this big 55-inch TV ready to go. I'm like, son of a bitch.
Now I'm taking it. I'm just gone. Out the door.
What scares me is people starting to panic.
Right.
And almost a stampede.
That's what I'm looking for. My 55-inch TV in my car.
You know what I mean?
Go.
Hit the hole.
And I go,
Top left.
But I don't know about you guys. I don't think about any of that shit ever. I don't think
I don't either.
I could go into a store and I don't know what could happen. What if there's a guy with a bomb?
I'd probably take it seriously if it was here, too. Somebody called in a bomb threat here to this studio.
Yeah, I may take that a little more
A
seriously.
little bit.
Yeah.
But like,
They're targeting you.
remember when you interviewed that gentleman, your friend, or the person you found who was on the plane with Sully, right?
Yeah.
And he said it took him a while to get back on a plane. Where the other guy's like, "Yeah, I'm not going to make the next flight, but can I get one for 11 o'clock tonight?"
See, that
I think that would be you.
Yes.
because I think you're like, "Oh, what are the odds it's going to happen twice?"
What are the odds it's going to happen twice? And why am I going to let somebody else control this kind of
and
stuff?
three,
Let's go.
the
Let's just go.
inconvenience. I got to be in Austin.
That's right. I got places
I got
to go.
things to do.
I got places
I got to
go,
visit
people
Stevie
say.
Ray Vaughan's grave.
But the other thing is we don't know. You know what I mean? The fear is the unknown. That's what the biggest fear in life. The unknown. We die. We don't really know what happens. We don't really know.
That's why I need to take Jesus into your heart now, Bill.
Okay.
Like I have.
Yes.
Bomb threat in church, not so bad, but you might want to test those communion wafers. Just somebody might taint those.
Yeah, like fentanyl.
All right.
But I mean,
Pumpkin spice.
It's just like, well, I don't know if you heard about this. So, and by the way, I'm not a fan of Planned Parenthood, but I don't condone people like trying to bomb or cause harmful acts towards people who go to Planned Parenthood, right? Because I don't want that to happen to the places that help prevent abortions. There's a place called Compass Care, right? And Kathy Hochul spoke out about people protesting the Planned Parenthood, but in Buffalo, when a Compass Care was firebombed, she didn't say a word. That's scary too.
They firebombed a Compass Care?
Yeah.
So
in
what
Buffalo.
What does Compass Care do?
They tried to talk women out of having abortions.
Okay. I thought Planned
That's all.
Parenthood tried to not. Now, I don't know. Well, I'm not saying that. I always thought Planned Parenthood got kind of, and this may be misguided on my part, but I'll just tell you what I thought, was that got a bad rap. I thought they tried to get you some counseling and talk you through all your options and then assist you if that was the decision you came to.
Maybe that's the case.
I think that's it. And then also trying to help with contraception to prevent someone, right? Like sometimes, if somebody has sex once, it's kind of hard to put that genie back in the bottle. You know what I'm saying, so to speak? Like it feels too good.
But it was started by a woman who wanted to eradicate certain groups of people. And so you can look it up. I'm not going to go into detail on it, and it's kind of evolved. And they've kind of gotten their public relations to massage the messaging. But ultimately, at the end of the day, it's an abortion clinic.
Yeah, I'd like people to explore all the options, but at the end of the day, I'd like you to have a choice. It's not.
Yeah, but like Compass Care is not threatening anybody. It's like if you come to us or come to, I'm not part of Compass Care, but their whole thing is if you come to us, we're going to try to talk you out of having an abortion. But ultimately, it's your choice. They're not going to hold a gun to your head and say, no, you're going to have this baby.
It's a tough thing for people, right? If there could be so many reasons why, but then on the other side, there are so many people who I know who have gone through adoption,
right?
They've gotten close, and all of a sudden the adoption falls through. Sometimes it seems like it's easier, and I don't know this to be fact or not, but almost easier, or it used to be, to do an international adoption than it was maybe to do a domestic adoption. So, when you hear all that, you kind of go, boy, I know someone who gave up a child for adoption, and probably the greatest thing ever, right? Because that person went on and lived their life the way they would.
Became President Gerald Ford.
And then the child went and had a wonderful life, and the people that really desperately wanted but couldn't have their own were able to raise a child.
Right.
And I think there's
no such thing as unwanted children.
They're
just unwanted parents sometimes.
No, there's some unwanted children, I think.
Okay. Well, somebody
I'm sure there were days your mom
day of the week.
I was just saying, there's days your mom was like, nah, Danny, he thinks he's such a do-gooder. Oh, that Danny.
You ever seen the movie Buffalo 66? Vincent Gallo's mother, with Scott Norwood, the guy playing Scott Norwood, misses the field goal.
Yeah.
She looks at her son. She goes, I didn't miss a single game until the day you were born. That was when they won the AFL championship. I wish you were never born.
All right, we'll take a moment. Speaking of the Buffalo Bills, bounce back today.
Yeah.
Kind of as we expected, although I will tell you, I was kind of going.
Touch and go there.
I was laughing in the beginning. It was 4 and out, and I just went, here we go. Like twice, wasn't it? 2 times in a row?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
Beth was like, my wife was like, are they in trouble?
Yeah.
I lived 4 minutes from the bar I went and watched the first half at.
Okay.
I heard the 4 and out in the car ride, and then the Raiders go down the field in 5 plays and score.
And score. And I went, oh, my God.
And those boos were loud.
Yeah. Oh, my gosh. All right. Well, we'll talk to a guy who was there front and center for it all, Greg Connors. We will do that next. But first, Cirque and Cirque Law in Pittsford. It's who you want to remember when you see the flashing lights in your rearview mirror after you and your lovely are coming back from a late-night dinner. And maybe a show, and you look in your rearview mirror and you see that. You had a couple glasses of wine, and you're subjected to a roadside DWI test. You want somebody who knows the law inside and out and can advocate on your behalf. You can contact Cirque and Cirque at 585-385-2510. They also have a secure contact page that you can email them through at circulaw.com. It's really scary, right? I mean, and look, Steve Cirque is a fantastic defense attorney. He has litigated criminal cases of every scenario, from simple misdemeanors to the most serious felony offenses. So anything from DWI all the way up to something like you could be wrongly accused of something pretty heinous. Well, the one thing you want to make sure is that you're not deprived of the justice you deserve. Well, you need somebody who knows the law, has integrity in and out of the courtroom, and is going to be able to be by your side and guide you through that. And that is Steve Cirque at Cirque and Cirque. Again, 585-385-2510, or email through their secure contact page at circulaw.com.
Comedy at the Carlson. Ticket and show times at carlsoncomedy.com.
Mac of all trades, the name says it all. No matter what the job is, Mac and his team can absolutely handle it, whether it's something small like a handyman job or something much bigger like electrical or framing or a complete kitchen remodel. Now, look, we're heading into a new week. You look back on your weekend. You know that list that you had? Did you get any of it done? Did you get one item crossed off? Look, winter's going to be here. You got to get the gutters tacked up, the hole in the siding. Got to increase the insulation in the attic. All these things that you want to get to. Your heart's in the right place. I understand, but life gets in the way. Here's what I'm trying to tell you. Call Mac of all trades, 585-202-9218. They'll help you knock that list out. They give you back your time. That's what you get, is your time to do whatever you want. And believe me, someone's going to fill it. If you got free time, somebody's going to fill it. Find them online at macofalltrades.net.
Leave Billified a voicemail anytime on the Victor Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram line at 585-206-8866.
Hey, Billy. Hey, mad props to Danny there, man. He ran his jib and he owned it. Mad props. Way to own that, Danny.
And be sure to like and subscribe to Billified wherever you get your podcast.
Daniel, can you explain that? Because I have no idea.
What'd you do to your jib?
I have no idea.
I don't know what a jib is.
You ran your jib. You ran your mouth.
Yeah, but
Jib jab.
maybe I owned it.
Yeah, but you owned it. So something must have been wrong.
Maybe like when I said I wanted to punch somebody.
Ah,
And then said, I don't mean it.
maybe.
Yeah, I shouldn't have
Okay.
said that.
All right.
Or maybe it was because I did so well in the football picks last week. I don't know.
I did so well in the football.
This week, not doing so well.
Yeah. See, it's week to week, man.
Yeah, it is.
Go right,
Not for long.
Up or down.
NFL means not for long, Billy.
Up or down.
Greg Connors knows that.
Oh, Greg Connors is on the line, back from watching the Buffalo Bills. Greg, as we watch the beginning of the game and we see the Bills go 4 and out, and then you see the Raiders come down and get right in the end zone, and it just looked too easy. I just wonder what the mood was like in the stadium during that time.
It was like, oh, shit, here we go again.
Yeah, I thought I started laughing, and I got up. I go, I have to walk away for a moment. I can't watch this.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the people in our section and where I sit, and we sit in the 200 level, I don't sit in the suite because I got to watch the game. I'm like intense. If I were in a suite or when I'm in my man cave, I pace back and forth, as you guys know.
Yep.
And so I got to sit there. And the guy next to me looked at me and he goes, "Oh shit, here we go again." And I was just like, "Damn it!" I'm like, "Come on, like we got this. And and what happened was you get a little bit of a hangover, right? I mean, you come off that Jets game. And the Bills played okay in that game. They didn't play great. They didn't play absolutely horrible. I mean, Josh made a couple of bad decisions in that Jets game.
Yes.
But in that first series, you're just like, okay, it just didn't work, right? They're trying to feel the Raiders out. And then the Raiders come down and they totally hammered the Bills defense.
Right.
And you're just thinking to yourself, come on, McDermott, are you fucking kidding me?
Did you scream loud enough in your seat for Ken Dorsey to hear you?
By the way, how close are you to Dorsey, who's not on the field? Like, I think he's above an end zone, Dorsey. I think he's over.
Dorsey is to our right. So in our seat, Dorsey is like, he's about 10 or 15 yards to our right.
Oh, he heard you.
When Sean McDermott and that defense let that touchdown up, Sean McDermott heard me on the field because I lost my mark.
Greg's shooting things with a slingshot at Dorsey.
All right, let me give a positive, and then I have a question about the defense. The offensive line, I thought, did a really good job against Max Crosby today. Max Crosby is a beast, and I thought they handled him well. I thought
Spencer Brown.
I thought Spencer Brown did a nice job. I even saw a tight end hit him on the way out, and then turn around and make a catch. I don't remember if it was Kincaid or
Knox,
but I think it was Knox. But they did that well. But is Jordan Poyer on the defensive side becoming a little bit of a liability in your opinion? He got smoked by Adams. I mean, he got smoked, Greg. And this isn't the first time. I think you pointed that out in the Jets game.
Yeah, I mean, it actually happened in the preseason game in that first series when they were in Pittsburgh in the preseason game. Where it looked like he was 65 years old with cement shoes on. He took a bad angle and couldn't catch the guy to the sideline. And I think I jokingly said he looked like me playing football in the NFL. I think Rapp and Damar Hamlin, I think, is going to sneak his way in here after October, because I'm telling you, Jordan Poyer, there's a reason why Jordan didn't get the big contract in the offseason.
Yeah.
Because when you look at his film, he's lost a step, and his decision making is based upon what he was 5 years ago in terms of his speed and strength.
Mm-hmm.
He just doesn't have it anymore. And Bill, I agree with you. I think Poyer's becoming a liability in that secondary. And Hyde, the first 3 years that they were together with Hyde and Poyer, the two complement each other very well. And their games were great with each other. Hyde is coming back. He's from his injury. Poyer's got that extra year. His legs have got an extra year of weight on them.
Uh-huh.
And his wife or fiance or baby mama, she's on his shoulders riding him hard, and I don't see him moving like he used to. And I think Rapp and Hamlin are going to have to step up in this in this later half of this year, mid to late season, because the secondary without Poyer playing at that level, when they get to the games like Kansas City, like the Eagles, like Cincinnati, you've got to have him. Actually, going into when Miami comes in here in 2 weeks, we got to have Poyer playing at the top of his game. Why? Because their secondary or their offensive wide receivers are fast, they're quick, and that's the entire game. And so Poyer could be a big liability for us. He could be a big question mark on this defense.
I was getting nervous. What were you going to say, Danny?
Well, their defense is centered around, like the Bills. There aren't many teams in the NFL that pay their safeties, and the Bills do, which means that defense is kind of structured around that deep middle. And if one of your two safeties, if he ain't up to snuff, you're going to get killed. And Tyler Rapp today got hurt too,
right?
And so we don't know what his status is going to be next week. Damar Hamlin's been out for a couple of weeks as a healthy scratch. But the first thing I said was when Devontae Adams caught that ball over Poyer, I'm like, oh yeah, here we go. And it wasn't the only time in the game where Poyer got beat.
Yeah.
I mean, the big joke, and Greg, you know this because you played corner, the progression with defensive backs is corner, then safety, where you go, it's like a retirement home, and then out of the league. Well, these guys have been safeties for a long time.
Yeah.
So you got to wonder, their next step is what? Special teams are out of here.
Yeah. I don't know.
And that's where Rapp is, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Rapp with the Bills right now. His primary focus has been he's special teams. The reason why Hamlin has been a healthy scratch is because Rapp has been a stronger player on the special teams for them because of his experience.
But then Rapp was in on a play today, right? And then it looked like he tried to avoid helmet-to-helmet hit. I mean, might have put his shoulder on the guy. I mean, boy, some of these hits just look brutal to the head. Maybe I'm a little more sensitive now that I'm older watching it, but geez.
Allen took one to the
a
head.
good one to the head
Allen,
today, too.
That's the other one. I don't want to jump around too much, but Greg, Allen, I thought looked good, did exactly what everybody was saying last week. Give what the defense is offering you. That pass to Shakir, I don't know how the hell he saw him. I mean, that's the pure talent to me of Josh Allen right there. That's something that is very rare. But on the other side, even a designed run, it looked like that they had for him. He's not getting down. He's not sliding down.
Oh, I yelled, slide.
And it scares the crap out of me. I mean, I think he got a shoulder to the head on the design run.
That was it.
Yeah.
Number one, Josh Allen is like your best friend who is the toughest guy, the most athletic guy, and like the best buddy that you could have because you're always going to have your back. And so he gets that call, and they give him the call, and Josh is like, dude, I'm going to do this for me. I'm going to do this for you, and I'm going to get it.
Yeah.
And he like disregards his body. He disregards like common sense.
Right.
And then he just throws himself like haphazardly. And then as your friend, you're like, dude, no, don't do that because you're my guy. And he's just like, he jumps up. He's like, I got it, man. I got it.
Well,
I'm
even
like,
where he's going to leap,
idiot.
like he's going to leap over, and I think it was a guy who played for Wyoming who wound up wrapping him and didn't slam him to the ground. But even that, you're landing on your forearms and stuff. And I go, we don't need a broken bone.
Yeah, that's how Cam Newton played himself out of the NFL.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
You kind of missed that hurdle, too. There was a lot of junk to the mouth of that guy.
Yeah, well, it was a whole lot.
He definitely didn't get all the way over that time.
He did not, for sure. But it makes me a little bit nervous, and I know that there's constant conversation, and yet you don't want to coach it out of that guy either.
Right.
It's that maverick, I can take it on. You want some of that in Josh Allen, but maybe
Totally. Look, that's
it's a fine line.
To me, that's coaching because, I mean, look, that's who he is, man. He's a wild horse, and you got to love him because you want him to be your wild horse. And,
Yes.
and he's got great talent. But what you want to do is you want to have the wild horse have a little bit of consciousness, just a little, that says, don't be stupid, but be a wild horse, right?
Right.
And what Dable did at the end of his career, at the end of his OC at the Bills, was he got into Josh's head and gave Josh a bit of consciousness. What Dorsey did not do last year is he let Josh become a wild horse again. And he was not in his head because he wanted to be Josh's friend and let Josh do what Josh does well. But you're his damn coach. You can't be his friend. And I think this year, especially after that press conference that Dorsey had after this Jets game last week, is he kind of talked about how he's got to tell Josh, he's got to remind Josh, calm down, take a breath, make a decision. That's what Josh has to do. And when Josh did that in 2020, that's when Josh really hit his potential.
Yep.
He's got to get back to that.
Right.
He's got to trust his line. I think this game with Spencer Brown, I haven't seen the tape on this yet. I just got home a bit ago, so I haven't had a chance to replay it. I thought the line did a good job.
I did too.
I thought the line did a good job on the defense, on the defensive line. And I thought what I could see is that Brown did a really good job with Crosby.
Yes, he
and
did.
The offensive line as a whole communicated well against Crosby. That should give Josh some confidence with these guys going into the Commanders game next week in Washington. Again, get another confidence builder, and then you come back against that Dolphins game in 2 weeks.
Right.
So I think this was a great win for the Bills.
I do too.
A great confidence builder. Defense played well. Offense played well. Special teams played well. It's a great team win. Man, Bills Mafia was going crazy in the parking lot. It was like the best day ever out there. It was so much fun. It was great.
That's what I was going to ask you. Opening day, you got the Raiders in town, team that usually travels well. What was the vibe in the stadium?
I got to tell you, man, this year for the Raiders was weak.
Yeah, I think.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I thought it was weak. Of all the years I've been, the Raiders fans have been here, this was the weakest. This was the weakest showing of the Raiders fan I've ever seen. I don't know if it's because of the ticket pricing. The ticket pricing for this game was actually really high compared to prior years.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that scared off the Raiders fan because it was so high, but this was the lowest showing of Raiders fans in my 25 years of being a Bills season ticket holder I've ever seen. Because, by the way, Raiders fans, they're really entertaining.
They are.
Especially the females.
It's like Halloween.
I didn't see it this year.
The best was, I think there's a commercial where it's like when you're the only fans in a stadium full, and it's all Raiders fans and 2 Cardinals fans in there.
Chiefs fans.
Chiefs fans, that's what it is, yeah. Let me just ask you about the play calling. Dorsey calling a second run in a row inside the 10. He did it more than once. They're in the red zone inside the 10. They run it. They don't get really anywhere, and then they run it again. And I don't know, strategically, was that a smart thing? It feels like it should be a pass, but maybe that's telepathing anybody.
No. I loved it.
You did.
And this is what I loved it, and this is why I loved it. Because he's telling Josh, and this is the coaching part, which is really important at this stage in Josh's of the year. We got to tell Josh, this is not all about you. It's about your team. You got to trust your line. You got to trust your running backs. You got to trust your receivers to make plays. And by giving the ball out of Josh's hands, Josh he's got to do his job. He's got to step back. He's got to watch these guys make plays. And Bill, they did today.
Yeah, they did. And I thought the running game didn't look terrible. I mean,
it looked really good.
It looked like a decent running game.
And I wanted to ask Greg about that because, Greg, there were 2 times where I saw on Twitter where people were like losing their minds. The first one, after the first touchdown drive, Latavius Murray scores, and everybody's like, is he the best running back on the team? I'm like, timeout. Can we wait till 4 o'clock? Do we say that? And by the way, like, and these are like respected media guys saying this, and then all of a sudden, Cook had a good game, and so did Damian Harris. So it's looked like the run game as a whole was effective, which was awesome because they've never really had a situational run game.
No.
The second thing, Greg, was on that 4th and goal where Allen. He throws it to Knox. He's double covered. It's incomplete. He has Diggs wide open in the back of the end zone. And everybody who thinks they know everything is ripping the play call. And I'm like, assholes, Diggs was wide open. Do you hate it when they criticize play calling instead of execution? Because that drives me nuts.
Apparently.
Well, there's a big difference. There's a difference between play call. Yes. I love Dan, man. He gets so passionate.
He does. He gets off.
But I'm right, man. I hate when they rip play calling when the guy's wide open. I mean, it's the decision. It's not the play call. Sorry.
There's a huge difference between the play call, the play design, and the execution.
Right.
I thought the play call was great because you had 2 options.
Right.
Josh didn't execute on it. He just didn't make the right call. He didn't execute it properly. I'm okay with the play call.
Right.
I actually was impressed, and I'm a critic of Dorsey. I don't think Dorsey in the first year had a lot of good play design.
No,
I thought the play design on that was great. I liked it. They just didn't execute it, but I'm okay with that. You know why? They're going to see the film. They're going to see what they did. They did a lot of things right. They just didn't actually complete at that time, but they still won. So you know what? Great lesson. You move on from there. So I was pumped about that.
I got to be honest. I was a little worried when they were going on in the third quarter to go for it on 4th down. Like they started to bring out the field goal team or, the special teams, and then they bring back.
And McDermott called timeout.
Yeah, and I go, I don't know if I like this.
I was hoping that Allen was.
And it worked.
Here's what I was hoping for. Remember that time in the playoffs, Greg, when the Colts were playing at home against Pittsburgh, and Tom Brady had been hurt? And so it was anybody's league, right? And it was 4th down, and Tony Dungy sends the field goal unit, and Peyton Manning goes, no, get off the field. And he chases them off, and they get the first down. That's what I was hoping Allen would do. No, get the F off the field. We're going for it.
Well,
and they did.
And what that says to the team, what it says to the fan base, what it says to everybody is like, look, I have confidence in my offense, but more importantly, I have confidence in my defense. If we go for it and miss it, I know the defense is going to stop them. That's what you want in your team. You want to have confidence all the way around, and you want the coaches to know that you have confidence all the way around. I'm a conservative guy, right? I'm a conservative. I want the points because in the NFL, there's too many games that are decided by 2 points or less.
Right.
So you want to get the points. But at this juncture and that part of the game, after the Jets game, I thought it was a great vote of confidence for the offense, especially the line, right? The line's got to get some confidence. And I thought by that call, it showed them we have confidence in you. You guys are going to make this play. We're going to get it done. And if you don't, you know what? The defense is going to stop them because that's who we are. So I actually, although I was like, oh, Christ, what are we doing? And then when I thought about it, I'm like, yeah, let's go. Here we go. Time to step up and make this thing happen. And bingo, here we are.
Yep.
Big win today.
Yeah.
Big win.
That was a big win.
Looking around the division, though, Jets are getting pounded right now by the Cowboys. They're just turning it over left and right.
Which bothers me because, I mean, I like seeing them get beat, Greg, but at the same time I go, wait a second. Why this week? Was it the tape that they got to see a live action game and how good this Jets defense, because they weren't letting the Bills have anything last week, really?
No, well, look, last week, the Jets last week, they match up really strong against the Bills. They always have. Why? And the thing is that the other thing is that the Bills defense was geared towards Rodgers. Pass.
Yeah.
They got to shut the pass down, and then they wanted to make the Jets run. But they knew that Rodgers is not going to hand the ball off 20 times. He's going to throw the ball 30 times.
Right.
Well, when you put Wilson in, you have him at quarterback.
Right.
You're going to run the ball 30 times. You're not going to pass. Why? Because he sucks at throwing the ball.
Well,
so the whole defensive philosophy changed from the Bills going into the game versus what they had to do execution-wise after Rodgers gets hurt. And that matchup, the Bills matchup, we talked about this going into that Jets game. If the Jets can run the ball against the Bills, they were going to win. Especially if the Jets defense can stop Josh when they had to. And they did. Both those things happened. But you then go against the Cowboys. The Cowboys defense, the Cowboys team is very different than the Bills. The Cowboys have a much stronger matchup against the Jets than the Bills do. And the Cowboys are taking it to them. I love it. It's exactly what the AFC East needs. But wait, Kevin.
I was going to ask you.
What we need tonight, we need the Patriots to step up and hammer the Dolphins because Bill Belichick has got Tua's number.
Yeah,
I bet you, I don't see Tua having over 200 yards passing. I don't see the Dolphins putting up more than 20 points. And I see the Patriots winning tonight.
Oh, wow.
Straight up.
That means we're losing.
I like that.
Just like that.
But then I hear different things. Here are the rumors.
We got the Jets next week, too.
Here are the rumors around the Jets. Aaron Rodgers is going to have some kind of bridge surgery and is trying to get back this season.
I saw that.
Okay. And so that may happen. Then the other is that Tom Brady's purchase of a portion of the Raiders has not been finalized. And does that mean he's coming out of retirement? And could he go? Or they were looking at other quarterbacks.
We talked about this at the bar today. We were talking about, would Brady come back to New England if Mac got just obliterated for the season?
I don't know.
And I said, I would love it because you're going to bring him back. Edelman's coming out of the booth for one more run. And maybe you can even get Gronk to come.
Gronk, come on.
One more run just to make the Bills fans cry.
I don't think that I actually don't think that'll
happen.
Wait
a sec. Wait. Time out. Is there a commercial on TV about this?
There is.
Yes.
It is. It's where, Emmitt Smith says, I still got it. Dan Marino says he still got it. But then Dan Marino's looking with his readers at the play. He's trying to get his readers. And then I think even Randy Moss is in there. And Randy Moss goes out and he catches one hand from someone in the stands.
And then he starts.
Yes, but if you saw Tom Brady last week, he's still in playing shape, unlike Dan Marino and Emmitt Smith.
I'll give you that. All right. Well, Greg, this was
there was a huge difference between being in shape and being in football shape.
I was going to say game day shape. Yeah, there is. I agree.
Yeah. Huge difference.
I think Tom Brady could be ready real quick.
I think Tom Brady could be ready real quick. However, I don't think that the Patriots have the style of offense and the weapons that Brady would want. And by the way, if he comes back and he has that, bring him on. Because the Bills defense, in my opinion, is structured exactly for a Brady quarterback,
that would be
Tua quarterback.
So great. That would be so great,
and
Greg,
we
to finally just. Oh!
Yes!
Yeah, we'd have to wait till the guy was nearly 100, but we got him.
Or Tom gets 8.
I don't give a shit, Bill. I don't give a shit. Let's go get him.
All right, well, the Commanders are next, and I think the Bills will be favored going into that one for sure.
Yeah, Commanders are struggling against Denver today.
Yeah,
I think they're winning, though. I think they went up.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
Okay.
That Denver's a mess. All right, Greg. Well, always a pleasure, and I'm glad you were there. I saw the picture on social media. Another tradition, you and your sons going to opening day at I was going to say Highmark Stadium. Is that what we're calling it?
Yeah.
Yes, it is Highmark. Still Highmark.
Will, 21 years old, and he was at his 22nd consecutive opening game. Yes, for all the families out there, he went when he was 8 weeks old.
That's amazing.
I did have consent of the pediatrician. My then wife was not thrilled, but she went anyways, and we made it a tradition ever since. And I will die, I think, before I don't have him come with me. Or his wife will prevent him from coming with me. I don't know. Who knows? One of those things will happen. But he went this year. It was a lot of fun. And there's nothing better than home openers in Buffalo.
That's great. All right, Greg, thank you very much.
Thanks, guys.
See you later.
Go Bills. Hey,
Go Bills.
Kevin.
Yes.
Go Pats.
Okay.
What did he say?
I don't know what he
I
said.
think he said go Pats.
Oh, go Pats. He did say go Pats.
Giants come back today, too. Coming back from being down. I think they were down 21-0.
Did they win?
17-0. They just kicked the field goal to go ahead 31-27 with
Wow.
like 14 seconds.
Oh, that's
to go.
another jump to conclusions. Hey, you guys miss Brian Dable yet? There's Takeo Spikes, right? Was supposed to,
Yeah.
So he was the
He
guy,
was the honorary
legend.
legend today, yes.
So this is hilarious. He tweets this out. Takeo Spikes, MBA. He's got another degree too. So congratulations. Congrats to the Buffalo Bills for getting a dominant win in the home opener. I wish I could have stayed for the entire game, but the seating accommodations were, and he capitalizes this, not the standard.
Oh, my God.
How are you going to have the NFL legend supporting with this obstructed sample size of a view? I felt like I was in timeout. And if you see him, he's sitting at the end of a table in a chair behind like the upper deck. So in other words, he's got this obstructed corner. Here you go. Here you go, Takeo. Here's your thanks for the memories.
And he got mad and left. Yeah, he can't see. You can only see the end zone.
Yeah, he can't see
He can only
anything.
see the end zone.
That's horrible.
That's
On that
awesome.
picture, how full is the stadium? Is that a staged picture?
No, I think.
There's the stadium full at that point.
Oh, the stadium's full.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think it's full.
Oh, it's full.
That's funny. Well, all right, take your shot.
He told somebody, hey, take my picture with my back to you. I want to make a point here.
If you find yourself hurt on the job and not know where to turn, well, you turn to the guy we just talked to, Greg Connors and Tom Ferris. You reach out with one simple call to 262-COMP. They only practice 3 types of law: workers' comp, Social Security, disability, and personal injury. Each one of those can take over your entire life, but you don't have to let it. You can let them take care of it because they know how to handle all these things. Like you're getting integrity in and out of the courtroom when you hire Connors and Ferris. You get responsive, experienced, personalized legal representation. And more importantly, peace of mind. You don't have to listen to, your old Uncle Joe fell off a ladder in a workers' comp case, and they tell you what, I got screwed on that one. Not with Connors and Ferris.
I'm hooked on perks.
That's right. They're only a quick call away at 262-COMP today. Connors and Ferris, your workers' comp attorneys. Another Buffalo Bills legend, notorious legend, has weighed in. We will hear that.
Yours truly?
And then we'll go a little different. Since Kevin's kid plays a lot of travel hockey, I heard a story about something that happened. I don't know what the conclusion was exactly, but it was about the parents on the road. We'll get to that. We'll get to all that next. But first,
game night.
It is a lot of pressure.
All right, I got one.
Wait, I still need a third.
Oh, sorry.
All right.
I've heard that about you.
Brought to you by the Bill Moran Productions Podcast Network.
Manscaped.com. Did you know you can save 20% on anything you purchase at Manscaped.com with the code BILL20? Take advantage of that. That's 20%, man. And I would say while you're there, check out the Weed Whacker 2.0. Skin-safe technology. It avoids nicks, scrapes, and tugs. And here's the thing. It's going to take care of that unsightly nose hair and ear hair. You know that hair that's all... Yeah. You don't want to be... Look, as we go back inside, right, as the weather cools down and we're going to be closer inside, you don't want someone looking over as you're staring at the screen of a football game and seeing all that ear hair. No. Manscaped. Get all your holes covered. And you get 20% off at manscaped.com with the code BILL20.
Leave Billified a voicemail anytime on the Victor Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram line at 585-206-8866.
Hey, Billy. I'm a longtime listener.
Hello, Mr. Moran. I've been listening to your shows right along.
Eastside Billy.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. You're listening to Billified.
And be sure to like and subscribe to Billified wherever you get your podcast.
Last night we left Vanity Project at Tappet. And I was drinking Diet Coke. I was drinking so much Diet Coke that this morning I was teaching a boxing class and we were doing some abs and I farted. And it just like I just
the sugar free.
It's like bad, right? And it just went. And I was like, I didn't know whether to acknowledge it. I just moved right on. I kept going.
Stupid mitts.
Yeah, it was
must be a hole in there.
No, but it wasn't the mitts. We were doing I had him doing abs. So we were doing sit-ups and stuff, and I was like, oh, man, that was terrible. But
I met a listener at the birthday party I was at today. He said he loves the show. He's been a fan of yours since the 90s, he said.
Wow,
Sean,
love it.
Listener Sean.
That's it, Sean. Spread the word about the pirate ship.
Keep talking over Danny.
Go door to door.
But last night, we left there, and I went, stopped with the guys at Thirsties, saw Anthony Daniele, who was going to the game, and they were going up in the Whole Foods van, I think. He had a bunch of his buddies from Auburn. We went to Auburn College, and they were up from the South, and they were all going to take on a Bills game. They were all eating plates from next door inside Thirsties. And then we went over to the Fairport Village Inn, and I didn't leave there till well after 2 because I got so engrossed in the Colorado State-Colorado game.
Oh, yeah, I watched that too.
Dude, it didn't end till 2 o'clock in the morning.
I know.
And I
fell asleep. I woke up. I'm like, damn it, I missed the ending.
Oh, my God. I thought I thought Colorado State was going to win.
Yeah, because my wife's sitting there going, okay, so how does college overtime work? I go, well, it's kind of hard to explain, but you got to kind of watch it.
Yeah.
Halfway through the first drive,
oh, buddy.
she fell asleep.
Okay.
And then after Colorado scored, I fell asleep.
Yeah.
But I mean, because Colorado State punted the ball down to the 2.
Yeah, they did.
And here come the Buffaloes back down the field and score and tie the game.
I mean,
there was a fight in that game too, wasn't there?
Yeah, there was. There was a really, really ugly hit on one of the receivers.
Well, it was a Hunter.
Hunter, yeah.
He plays both sides of the ball.
Yeah.
And they thought that was kind of dirty. And
it
so
was.
Deion's other son stepped up for him.
Yep. And they, but he'll be on 60 Minutes tonight.
Yeah.
Prime.
Who's the best coach in the NFL?
Well,
in the college football?
I don't
You're
know.
looking at him. Give me a mirror.
I think he's doing something. He's changing it.
Well, he's got a great brand and he's recruiting.
You told me I was out of my mind when I told you that they'd be in the top 25 this year.
I did?
Yeah, you did. There's in tape one of the shows. As I said it.
We'll go back and find it, Danny. I'll
we
get the research team on it.
We got to go under the hood.
I'll get that research team on it. Go under the hood. That's so funny. Those commercials are great. But
I never said that.
There is a...
okay, I said that.
There's a kicker. Jordan Noyes is his name.
Okay.
He is 31 years old, married, and has 3 kids, and he's the kicker for Colorado. What the... I didn't realize you could...
Oh, yeah. If you didn't use your eligibility, I could theoretically...
Could you go?
Any one of us, if we magically woke up with talent...
I want to see a 50-year-old guy out there.
There was a dude at some
quarterback.
Harbaugh said, he goes, hey, Tom, you left with a year of eligibility. You want to come back and graduate? We got a spot. We got a scholarship for you.
That's unbelievable.
I thought once you go pro, though, you can't go back.
Nope. Once you retire, you can go back, apparently, according to Jim Harbaugh.
Oh, wow.
All right.
Might be a recruiting violation. He might be another suspension coming, but who knows?
Yeah, he'll take that suspension if he gets Tom Brady to play quarterback.
Absolutely.
Now, this guy is from England. He joined the Utah Utes. I think, is that Utah State?
Yeah. No, that's Utah.
That's Utah?
The Utes,
okay.
yeah.
As a walk-on player in 2020 and 2021, and he handled most of the kickoffs and stuff, and then he wound up, I think, point after attempts too, and then he lost the job, and so he transferred, and Deion got him, and here he is, 31. Wow. Oh, no, he's Colorado State, I think.
Yes.
Yeah, he's Colorado State. But either way, I go, that's kind of cool to be still living the dream. Now,
it's like that movie Necessary Roughness where they bring in Kathy Ireland as the kicker.
Yeah, but there's no way you're not calling this guy grandpa in the locker room.
Oh, of course.
Right? Because most of these kids are 19, 18.
Absolutely.
19. We going to the club. I got to go home and change diapers.
So my first year announcing at Fisher, there was a defensive end named Mike Ramsey. Mike Ramsey was an Army guy, and he went to Fisher to get his education. He was in his 30s, and he had 3 kids at senior day and stuff, and his wife and everything. And Norm Kiefer goes, oh, yeah, he came back to college when he was 28.
Wow.
And he played on the team.
Okay.
There was Sports Illustrated did an article about another guy who was a 50-year-old defensive back.
Really?
He had grandkids and stuff.
There was a guy a couple
years ago.
He was 54.
Yeah.
We got to find this guy. I want to talk
for
to
a
this
D3
guy.
team. Oh, yeah.
I want to talk to that guy.
And the last game of the year, on senior day, they all carried him off the field.
Look at this Titans fan walking down here. Titans fan. There he is.
Hey, they beat the Chargers today.
They did. They beat the Chargers. Come on in. Come on in for a second. Let him come in for a second. You got to go right into that microphone real quick right there. Right. What's your name?
Tari.
Tari?
Yes, sir.
How do you become a Titans fan?
All right, let me tell you.
Yes, I would like to hear.
Can you hear me on here?
Yeah. You can put the headphones on if you want to. You can get right on there.
Do a quick talk.
Now, Tari was coming to get Chinese food, I believe.
I was.
Yes. All right. They'll wait for you. Okay.
Yes, they will.
All right.
All right. Question.
Yes.
Titans fan.
Yeah. How did you become a Titans fan? I mean, they're in Nashville.
I'm
right?
from Nashville.
You
Tennessee.
are. Okay.
Yep. Yeah.
What brought you here?
Chinese food.
Yeah, right here. Yes, Chinese food brought me here. My dad's from Nigeria. My mom's from Nashville.
Okay.
My dad, they both went to the University of Tennessee. My dad worked for Kodak for 27 years.
So he came here as an engineer?
Yep. So, yep. Mhm.
Okay. So
One of those Kodak
Gotcha.
bringing them here.
Yes.
So you grew up here then?
Yeah. Yes, I grew up here.
But you were not influenced enough to be a Bills fan.
So I grew up here. I didn't get to Fairport until probably like 7th grade.
Okay.
Lived in the city.
Yeah.
Private school.
Okay.
Yeah. Like Nazareth.
Academy?
Yep. Nazareth Academy.
Familiar.
Yeah, so no, I'm a big Titans fan. I mean I own a restaurant out here.
What is it?
Cluck If You Buck. So it's
Cluck If You Buck.
Yes, Nashville hot chicken.
Where is that?
wow.
Right behind TJ Ryan's and Shorts on the canal.
Oh, okay.
That's good
Yeah, I
chicken.
know exactly where it is.
Yeah,
I know
yeah.
where that is.
Yeah.
That's you?
That's me.
Man.
Yeah.
All right, we got to get over there and have
Yes.
some.
Nashville chicken's good chicken.
Yeah.
Yes, yes. So yeah, that's kind of my story.
Well, very good.
Yes, sir.
And so a Titans fan today.
Yeah, it's a good win.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chargers.
Yeah.
Overtime. 27-24.
Oh, it was overtime. Did good overtime.
Yes, overtime.
What do you have? The NFL ticket to watch those games?
We have the package.
The package?
So YouTube TV package. Yeah, we have it there.
How's that working out? I haven't heard anybody complaining about it yet.
No, it's good. It's good. Yeah. Yeah. I'm opening up another bar. I mean, you guys are from Fairport?
Yeah.
All
I
right.
live in Fairport. Yeah.
All right. So you know the old Campagna?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right over here.
Yeah, I'm opening up right there in October.
What are you going to open?
Yeah, it's called Tonier's. So,
Tonier's.
Yes, yes.
What is Tonier's going to serve?
It's going to serve like southern seafood and a little Nigerian. So
Nigerian food,
Yeah,
really?
yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So Cluck If You Buck is kind of it's sort of hidden.
Yes,
in
it's
a
on the-
way,
yeah,
but
it's
it's
on
a
the path.
cool spot.
Yes.
Because it looks like if you're kayaking down the canal and you look to your left, it's right before you can. There's a launch there. For
Yes.
the kayaks. And
Yeah, yeah, right there.
yeah, and it looks like a cool place. And I meant to stop in this summer, and then the summer slipped away.
That happens.
Yes.
But we're open every day though.
Every day.
How late?
Every day?
Every day. So we're open till midnight, Sunday through Wednesday.
Okay.
Thursday through Saturday till 2:30 in the morning. So-
2:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
Are you getting a lot of business?
Oh, yeah.
Well, you know what I'm hearing?
Yes.
I'm hearing that TJ Ryan's, which
Yeah.
is another place.
Yeah, right in front of us. Yeah.
Right in front of you.
Yeah.
Has a lot of young people coming.
They do.
Yeah.
And,
then they must come to Cluck of.
They do, yeah. And we do
What is the name of the name?
Cluck If You Buck.
Cluck If You Buck.
Cluck
Yes.
If You Buck.
Yeah, it's a playoff of a song. Nuck If You Buck.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, TJ Ryan's it's a good spot. We do the wings there too every Sunday for football.
You do?
Yeah, so
All right.
we do. They buy wings from us and they cater them there at TJ Ryan's.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Is your dad around?
Yeah, he lives in Fairport still.
What does he think of the restaurant?
Oh, my dad?
Yeah.
Yeah. My dad, he's very unique. He's very unique. He's proud of me.
He should be.
He's proud of me for sure.
How about the idea of opening up a restaurant that's going to serve food from his native country?
Oh yeah,
That's
he's
gotta
definitely
be pretty
he's
cool
helping me out too. Yeah, we're collabing on some stuff. So
Yeah.
he's definitely proud. you
Did
know.
he cook? Yeah.
Oh yeah. He's been cooking my whole life.
Right.
Both my parents been cooking my whole.
But your mom grew up in
the South. Yeah.
In the South.
So she cooked every day. She never bought out. We never had like fast food or nothing. It'd be like a treat. Like it'd be like a once in every 3 months. Like McDonald's.
Yeah.
Cool. It'd be like every 3 months. Like I'd be excited if I could
If you
eat
get McDonald's?
Yeah. Wouldn't never happen.
No.
But yeah.
Some of the worst food. I mean,
it is worst food, but it
I'm
seems like the greatest food.
Well, it tastes great.
When you're a little kid,
it tastes great. When you're a little kid, it's the greatest thing in the world.
It's amazing. Yeah, that
What
was
did
just
you
funny.
get? Yeah.
A little kid came to my restaurant today, so it's funny. Their parents were like, they love it here. They're like, oh, we love Cluck If You Buck. She goes, my daughter, she has shit taste in chicken. She likes fucking McDonald's fucking chicken nuggets. I try to bring her here. She doesn't know what real chicken's like. I'm like, it happens. It's a little kid. I was like that too. You know what I mean?
Overtime. Well, it's nice to meet you. I'm glad we're kind of neighbors.
What's your name?
I'm Kevin.
Kevin.
I'm Bill.
I'm Dan.
Dan.
Yeah.
All right, Tari.
Tari.
Tari, nice to meet you.
We could set something up for real. Like,
All right.
Yeah.
We can do that.
Yeah.
I'll come down and see it. It's
Yeah.
Or if you want to come down and see
I'll
us,
definitely
we
come
always,
back.
we always
Yeah,
take a
you
bucket
guys
of chicken in here.
Yeah, you do it. Would you guys do this every Sunday? Or?
I do it we do it every day.
Okay.
Sunday through Thursdays when we tape. And we
Okay.
do it around this time every day.
All right.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Yeah. So-
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna stop by.
I love it.
Yes.
I love it.
I appreciate
And
you
we'll have
guys.
to hear you talk some stuff about the Titans
Hell
because the
yeah.
Titans could be a problem for the Bills.
Yeah, you never know. You never know. We always are a little kryptonite for them.
Yep.
Derrick Henry.
All right.
All right. Thank you guys.
You got
Thank
it.
you. Nice to meet you.
Appreciate you.
Enjoy your Chinese food.
Thank you.
Another Buffalo Bills legend was weighing in on number 17.
Was it number 32?
It was former number 32.
Hey, X-World is me.
Hey, X World. Because it's X, not Twitter
it
anymore.
stepped up.
Hey, X World. How about that? Now, I want you to listen to something that OJ says in this because it really, somebody's got to get to the bottom of this.
Me, yours truly. Well, I'm wearing my hat and shade today, really, in honor of Deion Sanders, but I'll get to that in a minute. I want to talk about number 17, one of the best players in the NFL, who's been taking a whole lot of heat this week, but hey, I'm there for him 1,000%. Look, every great player.
Is that what you want? Like
OJ's
Simpson?
endorsement?
Juice ain't going to stab you in the back.
Like, look, I know that people probably get disgusted over the fact that I even play OJ Simpson's Twitter. I do it because I think he has some insight, unfortunately.
He's fascinating.
And I find him interesting only because, look, the American justice system, for what it is, supposedly worked. Maybe we don't all agree that he got what he deserved, but it was a jury of his peers, and they found him not guilty of the murder of his wife and her friend.
And you have to remember, too, the jury didn't see.
And he did his time for what he was convicted
and
of.
And he did his time. So, I mean, just on that alone. And he has over 875,000 followers on Twitter. So people are hearing this.
Yes.
Have a bad game. I remember one game in Miami earlier in my career. I had done something the night before that I'm not going to talk about, that I never did before and would never do after. And I ended up gaining 11 yards in 12 carries. Yes, 11 yards in 12 carries. So he had.
What do you think OJ did in Miami the night before? What was OJ doing?
He says he's never done it again.
I never did it again.
OJ murdered some pussy.
He says he's never done it again, though.
Well, on a game
he
night.
just slated from going forward. It was always
on a
murder
game
first.
night. On a game night. Now, I hear he's still slaying it out there with young chicks in Vegas. That's the rap that I hear.
Well, the story was like they used to call him the Godfather in Miami, and he had a big thing with cocaine. Like it was documented.
Well, it may be.
I don't know.
Providing drugs.
He was talking about playing the Dolphins too.
Yeah.
First time for everything.
Oh, maybe he got high on cocaine.
Pablo Esca Simpson.
Maybe he got high on cocaine and the next day couldn't do it.
Could be.
Never did it again after that.
Bad game. Hey, that's one bad game, and every great player. Look at Joe Burrow. He had basically a horrible game for him this week. So it happens. But we're gonna be bouncing back from the day against my hometown Raiders. That's where I live now, here in Las Vegas. Okay, Deion Sanders, look.
Now he goes on about Deion Sanders.
I think you rate a great coach by what he does in a tight game.
Would OJ have been a good coach?
I don't think so.
No? You don't think so?
No, because great players, like Deion's like an anomaly.
Yeah.
Very rarely do great players become great coaches.
That's true.
Like, name them, right?
Yeah.
Maybe
Larry Bird was a great coach with the Pacers.
He was good.
And then he was a great president.
Yeah, he was good.
He might have been better in the front office than he was maybe on the hardwood, but he did well.
Yeah, he did do well. I mean,
I'm thinking basketball. I'm trying to
think
of other.
Many. I mean, maybe Diego Maradona with Argentina in the World Cup. I guess maybe that was, unless he was just a figurehead coach for them. But you don't hear that very often. The thing about Deion is that Deion, like Rick Woodson, the late Rick Woodson, columnist for years, sports columnist, he said, if you can recruit in college, you can coach, right? If you can recruit, you can coach. If you bring in great talent, you can coach. And I think Deion's got a lot of great assistants. I think Deion knows what he's doing. I think he knows what he wants. I think he studied it. But I think that, he's bringing in a lot of players who are coming in who want to play for Deion.
Well, I think that
if Deion left Colorado and went to Miami, I think they'd all follow him to Miami.
All right, that may be. That's a good point. But I also think that there is something that through something you and I experienced, and I try to do this with my youngest son now, is to talk to coach. So when you're coaching somebody, And you'll hear people say, I have a life coach, I've got this coach, I've got that coach. Can we move to just because when I'm editing it, I'm getting complaints that people are talking, I can't see. So when we're coaching life instead of the situation, you know what I'm saying? Like there's situational coaching, but then there's this overall, and he is speaking about digging deep, going further, pushing yourself. The message is consistent with him. And I wonder how that helps. And I think back to JT, the late John Thomas, who we worked with, who I know everybody made fun of. And for whatever reason, I never really got in that much on that. And I'm one to jump on anything.
Yeah.
But people would get upset. Like this guy said he played for Michigan, I think.
Michigan State before
we got there. And he had a Michigan State helmet. And then somebody busted him and that they pulled up team photos from the years he was supposed to be. And it wasn't on there. And people were like, hey, he's a liar. And I go, I don't care because I like the message that's coming and I find it beneficial and I can see through the bullshit. Whether he played for Michigan State or not has no bearing on me doing a radio show at all.
Right.
So you know what I mean? So I never cared about that. It was like a waste of time. But I always liked, and I feel like Deion does a better job of just coaching. And I mean, Kevin, even, you've got kids, you've worked with the hockey teams and stuff. I'm just wondering when you're talking to kids, instead of so much situational stuff, how do we get you? Like, I'll say to my youngest son who is doesn't want to really do schoolwork or whatever. I go, yeah, but you got a motor, man. You went out and cleaned garbage cans this summer and made hundreds of dollars. You then went and washed windows for people and made more money because you liked that and you saw results. You do the same thing with your schoolwork. You're going to get the grades. You're going to get the grades. And I'd rather do that instead of sitting down and going, all right, if we go through this math problem, you see in the thing here, let somebody who maybe is better at teaching that teach that, but let me keep the message of you got the motor and you've got the desire. And I feel like there's a lot of that with Deion.
Yeah, there's a lot of motor with Deion. And I mean, somebody like Deion, typically, if an ex-player wants to go and become a coach, they got to pay their dues.
Yeah.
And he got a lot of flack for going to the historical black college route.
Yes, he did.
At Jackson State. Of course, you'd hire Deion. And as soon as the NIL thing came, it was perfect. It was a perfect storm because now he could grab the best players in the country and bring them to.
His son is making $3.9 million a year.
He might not even go to the NFL next year.
Yeah, why?
Because you're making all that money in college. You get to play one more year with dad.
Yeah.
And you get this Hunter kid.
Higher draft pick.
Yeah, and this Hunter kid ain't leaving. He can't leave college yet. So Deion's going to stick with him. He might stick with dad.
Yeah.
You never know. So, I mean, it's going to be fun to watch, Deion. It's fun. And by the way, Colorado was once a very proud, prestigious program.
Yeah. Cordell Stewart was there, right?
They won a national championship before Cordell Stewart got there. I mean, they were good. They were real good.
Yeah.
Colorado, you knew it would be a rival game and it would probably be a tough game. And Deion Sanders came through in a big way with his team. And, I do a Monday YouTube thing I do with Cameron, Mays, and Treasure.
Pimping it out.
Called It Is What It Is.
It is what it is. The dumbest name out there.
Wore a Colorado jersey and tried to act like he was the only guy on the show that cheered for Deion in Colorado.
Yeah.
Hey, we all cheered for
Deion
in Colorado, Mays. Cameron, you're not the only one, okay? I cheer for him until 2 weeks from now. 2 weeks from now, they go against USC. And as much as I love Deion, and I've loved him his whole career as a player, and now I'm amazed at what a great coach he is. I knew he's always been good with kids.
Well, he's got everybody out there, too. The Rock on the sideline and a bunch of rap stars. R&B guys.
Prime time. You guys are going down.
It's going to turn into a little Miami University out in Colorado.
Go Bills.
Wait.
Go 49ers. Take care.
Do you know that I never knew that OJ played for the Bills as a kid? I always thought he was with the 49ers. I had no idea.
Oh, really? Because when you started watching,
my dad wasn't a sportsman.
Charles Woodson. How about that? How what a season he had.
I have to play this. I have to. From the ESPYs, Norm McDonald, the late Norm McDonald of the ESPYs many, many years ago.
Great, Manny. He became the first defensive player to win the Heisman Trophy. And congratulations, Charles. That is something that no one can ever take away from you. Unless you kill your wife and a waiter, in which case... all bets are off. Just a word of advice.
That always made me laugh. That was like my favorite.
That's why Norm McDonald lost his job at Saturday Night Live.
Oh, that's right. That's right. All right. That went a little longer. We'll take a moment. We do have to check in with our buddy Racin Randy. We'll do that. And I want to run this by Kevin about something that happened at a travel sports team. People wouldn't say what the team was, and I think it's a girls' travel team from the vibe I got. But I'll tell you the story, and we'll see what everybody thinks. We'll get to all that next. But first, the plug in the Eastview Mall. We just had Rick Hundley in the studio last week, and I got to tell you, they got the hottest kicks in town, but they're expanding a little bit. You know what's very fashionable, according to Rick? New Balance. You'll find those at the plug. Wally Yeezys, find those at the plug. Every model of Jordan you can imagine, all the way from the beginning, they can get their hands on it at the plug. You got sneakers you want cleaned up? You can get them cleaned up at the plug. The plug. In the Eastview Mall.
Victor Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Route 96 in Victor.
Tirado Dental with my friend Dr. Eduardo Tirado. Best dental care I have ever received. I always feel comfortable when I walk in there. They explain exactly what they're going to do. They use state-of-the-art technology. Their services are safe and effective for everyone. And here's the great thing. They're going to educate you on all your options. But you choose the treatment that's right for you. So you'll hear all the options fully explained, you'll have a great understanding of them, and then choose what's right for you. And of course, they're going to work with your insurance plan and health savings account to minimize your out-of-pocket expenses. Give them a call at 442-1900 or find out more online at TiradoDental.com.
Leave Billified a voicemail anytime on the Victor Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram line at 585-206-8866.
I'm happy that I can listen to you again. I wish you continued success. Congratulations.
And be sure to like and subscribe to Billified wherever you get your podcast.
Thanks, Mom. Appreciate it. Very kind of you. Oh, well, it's always fun during the NFL season where we're watching Denver as we're taping this. They're playing the team the Bills will play next week, and they're losing. They're losing, and this game is in Denver, so Washington's on the road, and I don't want to think much of them, but they have some
2-0.
They have some defensive players for sure.
Yeah, I got to go back. Well, no, they're 1-1.
Are they 1-1?
They're going to be 2-0.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's right. They won last week.
They won last week, yes.
They beat Arizona, right?
Yep,
okay.
Yep. So we'll see. Kevin's kid plays or does play travel hockey.
We had a tournament this weekend.
Tournament this weekend?
Yeah.
Where'd you go?
Where?
Just Henrietta.
Okay.
Bill Gray's. Well, not Bill Gray's anymore, but
yes.
The regional iceplex, as they call it now.
Okay.
What do they serve there now?
Nothing.
So
we brought our own coolers in.
Oh, really?
No bar, no restaurant, nothing. We brought our own coolers into the rink. We're just gonna walk in, and if they say something, we'll take them back out. They didn't, so we got drunk.
All right, so I heard this story about husband, wife, daughter in their hotel room. Husband sneaks out after daughter and wife fall asleep around 1 o'clock in the morning and is back like 2 hours later. Next morning he's in the shower and gets a text. His phone is there. His wife's in and out of the bathroom. He's showering in the bathroom. The text comes through from this woman that is her kid plays on the team, but she's divorced. And it says, "Thanks for last night. That was fun." And the wife fucking loses her shit and goes down and made a big scene. Now, I was overhearing this conversation a little bit, so I was trying to figure out, but has anything like that happened? Because it is a thing where, somebody, wow.
Hail Mary just worked.
Wow.
Serious. Wow.
7 bounces, but it worked. Sorry.
It's going for 2.
I'm listening to you.
Has that ever happened?
Nothing internally like that has happened. We did have a dad one season. There was a tournament we were at, and there was a convention I think it was a curling convention or something like that. And one of the fathers got slipped a room key.
Oh, really?
He didn't take it, but he was slipped a room key. Our team is very close knit. We've been together for pretty much the core has been together for 6-7 years. We just take over a lobby. We just piss people off.
I got the impression that it was like people were just out sitting somewhere drinking.
Yeah, we go sit in the lobby and just drink.
That's what it sounded like this was. And thanks for last night. That was fun. Maybe you're now the single mom. You're on the road by yourself. You're around a bunch of parents. It didn't say that other people were there or not, but goddamn.
Thanks for last night.
Goddamn. Well, thanks for last night. That was fun. It's like, man, you never want to get a text like that when
we're playing lawn darts. What's the big deal?
When you're a married guy.
No.
They're
glow in the dark.
No, you don't, right?
You do not want that text.
Have you ever gotten a text like that?
No.
No. What I don't mean like fun last night, but anything like, hey, it was great to see you or something like that.
No.
Great catching up.
No.
All right.
I hate people. That's why.
Danny, because you're a very friendly guy.
Yeah.
Take it away from your marriage. Take it to when you were like seriously dating somebody. You were exclusive with somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever get a text from another chick going, "Hey, it was great to catch up with you" or anything?
No.
All right.
I've led a pretty boring life, Bill.
Well, I don't know.
Ish.
Did you? You grilling us over here? Did you?
Hi, Bill.
No.
Hi, Bill Moran.
I've gotten messages like, hey, it was great catching up or something or seeing you or whatever, but nothing that usually my wife was with me, I think. So
usually mine's with me.
Yeah, so
we just all,
when I was
we're all
married,
in the lobby drinking.
I don't think there was anything like that. I've had women can be pretty funny. Like I remember doing one of those comedy shows. We're out in 315 somewhere, and some woman said to me, "Where's your wife?" And I said, "She's right over there." And they said, "Can we take a picture with you?" And I said, "Sure." And so there was a couple women. She goes, "Where's your wife?" And she's right over there. And as the camera came, she kissed me on the cheek, which I okay. I mean, it's just stupid.
Yeah.
It's just dumb. But it would have set off alarms. It would have set off, you could have really,
Yeah, I could see
and I didn't, the thing is like, I would always be told, "Oh, you act like you don't know or you're innocent," and I always thought I was, but
Now, my ex-wife used to accuse me, not accuse, but she would do like what it's called an accusations audit, meaning like she would like accuse you
accusations audit.
You ever hear what this?
No,
it's basically
it's a little more painful from what I understand.
It's what happens when
you hear about the IRS audit. Set up your ass.
Set up the ass. It's up the.
It's almost like fishing for information.
Okay.
In a lot of ways, and she would like, "Would you ever cheat on me?" I go, and here's what I told her. I go, "When?"
Yeah.
Because we were always together,
yeah.
Except when she wasn't.
Okay, so here's my question. Like a lot of times when that's coming at you in a relationship, it's more because they're doing it.
Right. That's what it was. That's what I found out it was.
I mean, I think that a lot of, especially if it, once in a while, like somebody goes, "Hey, I just, whatever, I worry," or, something like that. That's okay. If it's like a fairly consistent thing, like, I don't know, it's time for your monthly audit, I'd be like, all right, what's really going on here?
Yeah. It was,
what's really happening there? I don't understand.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
It was somebody who was just projecting,
for your
looking for the excuse to get out. And
you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? You know exactly what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Well, when you want to lighten things up around the house, you can make everybody happy by going to Leo's,
Yes.
the official bakery, deli, and cafe of Bills-ified. They have everything you need for back to school, which is a really busy time. Back to school lunches and snacks, including quick meals like Leo's delicious tomato pie. You can serve it hot or cold. It's made fresh daily at Leo's in their own pizza oven and topped with tomatoes and cheese, plus all the Boar's Head's meats and cheeses. And I love Boar's Head's products. They are the best. I worked in the deli downstate, and it was all Boar's Head. So I can tell you that when you go there, you can
quality meat.
It is. It's some of the best.
Straight off the board.
When I talked to Pat Bernunzio, that was why he has it there.
Yeah.
So you get the quality of Boar's Head and their meats and cheeses in Leo's Deli. And don't forget the desserts, cookies, pastries, cannoli, cakes, pies.
They got the good Bills cookies.
Oh, yeah, they do. Yeah. Oh, that's a good stop. Yeah, it's a good stop next time we get invited somewhere. And more for your sweet tooth treats. What's the best thing about Leo's?
Everything!
On Dispatch Drive in East Rochester and open every day. You know who's at the game today?
Greg Connors?
Well, yes.
Takeo Spikes?
Yes. And Racin Randy.
Racin Randy was there. Because there was a NASCAR race was last night.
NASCAR race was last night.
Buddy, I got a Sunday off, but I got to go to the Bills game.
And Racin Randy sent me a picture that he goes, finally made it to a Bills game. It looked like he had pretty good seats, almost at field level. Racin Randy, you are on the podcast.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, guys. How you doing?
Well, I'm doing all right.
He sounds like he's exhausted.
Sounds as excited as Greg Connors coming home from the game.
Randy, a little tired. Long between the last couple of days, a little tired,
Yeah. What time did you leave this morning to get to the game?
We didn't leave till 7. Well, a little before 7 we left. We were
7
there.
a.m.
I think I got, yep. And I was at the races last night, you know, so by the time I got down and out of that and all, you know, that and stuff. So, but yeah, I got home. I said go home about 25 minutes ago and just picked up a little stuff. Tracy had dinner made for me, so I just ate dinner.
Nice.
And I saw a great game today and had a good time.
Let me backtrack a little bit. Last night was the Gerald Hares Memorial Race. That's Justin Hares' dad, who passed away, I believe, 4 years ago. But this is the 5th annual race. He had passed in July, and then they had their first one in September. It's the last race at Land of Legends. How did Justin fare in that race? I always think that one's a little heavier, probably for him.
They had he finished second last night. He was extremely fast in practice on Friday night. He finished first, third, and first, third, and fourth in the practice sessions. I think he started in the top 10 last night, and Eric Rudolph ended up winning. Eric Rudolph started out second, I believe, last. He started on the outside pole. I know Jimmy Phelps led the first few laps, and he must have faded because he didn't. He ended up back in the pack a little bit.
Okay.
And Justin came up through. Justin had a great car, and Eric had a great car, and Eric got to the front and took off, and Justin chased him down, but didn't get a chance to get to him. So
all right. And then you left at 7 o'clock this morning. What time did you get to Buffalo?
I think by the time we got there and found this spot, because we'd say I had tickets to get in, but I didn't have any place to park, so I was kind of worried where she was going to park. And I parked about 0.6 of a mile away out on, I think it's California Street or something
California
like that.
Road.
I parked out there.
Yeah.
California Road. I parked out there. And me and my grandson Tristan walked up and back and walked up. He's never been to a game where to see. The only football games he ever went to was last year when he went with Tracy and his mom to see Dallas at the Giants, but they got there late, so he couldn't have any other stuff. So I took him up, showed him what tailgating was and all the stuff that, you know.
That's what a man needs to know about.
Do funnels, Randy?
You know, no, we don't do none of that crap. I don't do that crap.
What do you mean? You funnel root beer?
Yeah, right.
It's a beer.
35 years ago, you had no problem. Give me that damn thing. You know, but we had got some. I mean, some company was giving away free cheese sticks. A couple of them, Wegmans had some stuff they were giving away. So I got some of that.
They do a lot of giveaways at Bills games. Like Taco Bell will show up and give out free tacos.
Wow.
Oh, there was apples there. We had some apples. So we had a good time. They were giving away some peanut butter whiskey, but I don't drink that, so I wasn't going anywhere near it. So
if you're homeless and hungry, a Bills game is actually a great place to go to eat up.
You spend an hour there, you're good for a month.
Did you
tailgating better there than at the races?
Oh, no. I didn't eat too much today, actually. I mean, Tristan, we stopped at, I think it's Tomaso's. Is it Tomaso's?
Yeah.
He got a breakfast sandwich. Oh, my God. My stomach was a little off a little bit this morning, so I didn't eat nothing. Oh, boy. That thing looked familiar. Oh, my God, that thing looked good.
It looks like there was an oil sludge spill. Somebody's leaking here, Randy. Got to change your filter. Yeah. Well, Randy, where were your seats? They look pretty good.
We were in section 117, row 26, seats 5 and 6.
Oh, wow.
Just about in the corner. And a great seat. I mean, we got to see how many scores at that end, so that was awesome today.
That's good.
You know, and I got to see the big screen. Well, I did send a thing to Greg. I said, "Hey, I'm here. I can't believe we made it to a Bills game." He sent me a picture from he was way on the other side. So,
yeah, he just said,
I didn't, so I did get a chance to send him, to let him know that I was there. So,
and then.
There's no such thing as a bad seat in that stadium.
No, there is. Takeo Spikes had the worst. Yeah, you found it. The National Association for Stock Car Auto Racing, also known as NASCAR, had a race last night, and Denny Hamlin, man, he got up after that race, Randy. What did you think about what he said?
Well,
people were booing him. People were booing.
Oh, yeah, people don't like him. I told you. I tell you, he's got one of the worst selling die-casts there is in the world. I'm just telling you. Right. I mean, I got a buddy, man, who won't even order them because nobody buys them.
Nobody buys them.
That's why he doesn't order them.
Well,
don't get me wrong. Denny's talented. He's talented. And he's smart. But the shit that comes out of his mouth is just,
can't sell
shut up.
Well, somebody, they were booing him, and he goes, "Hey, I beat your favorite driver." And someone said, "Who would that be?" And he said, "All of them."
Right.
I kind of like that cockiness. Yeah. I like that.
Yeah, but I mean, he does it. But what about next week when he finishes? Hey, guess what? We beat Denny Hamlin. What you got to say now, Denny? Denny, the guy is very smart. I mean, to hook up with Michael Jordan and start what they've done is a great thing. Don't get me wrong. But just sometimes he rubs people the wrong way. And, but I guess as long as you're winning, that's all that really matters. I mean, like I say, he is a great driver. No ifs, ands, or buts. A kid can drive. But sometimes you got to, I don't know why he just rubs me. I mean, if I was to meet him, I'd say, great to meet him. It'd be no big deal. But just sometimes he rubs people the wrong way, and you got to be cocky until you have a bad day. I ain't getting up to him for that asshole. I can tell you that right now.
Even if Tracy said so, he'd say, screw that.
I'm still not, screw that. I am not, it ain't happening.
What if Walker and Texas Ranger, your grandkids, wanted his autograph? What would you say then?
Sorry, guys, you're no longer Walker. Now you're going to be called something else.
What if you want to take it to Texas Roadhouse for those biscuits?
Well, now those are going. That we're going to get.
Them are good biscuits.
Hey, now.
Joey Logano is out. Kevin Harvick is out. So you kind of got do we have a little bit of a changing of the guard, so to speak, in NASCAR?
Well, last year's champion, Joey Logano, out in the first round. I mean, Penske was not great this year. 2 wins all year, I think. That's all they had. So they haven't got something's going on there. At least Ryan Blaney is still in it right now.
Yeah.
He lost three Fords last night. He lost McDowell, Harvick, and Logano. So there's 3 of them. And I mean, Ricky Stenhouse, I kind of thought would be out first round. And if it hadn't been Logano, hadn't got wrecked, and Harvick was just nowhere to be found last night. I don't know what happened. Last year he was having a fight with frickin' Chase Elliott for trying to win that race, and this year they're like out to lunch. So something's going on with that program. It's SHR. I don't know what they're going to do, but they better get it fixed because I'm sure Ford's not happy with them. And I've been also hearing rumors that might be a manufacturer change there.
Oh.
As his Legacy Motorsports is going from Chevrolets to Toyotas next year.
That's a big change.
Hey, I don't know what's going to. I mean, I don't know what's going to happen there. I mean, it's too bad Kevin has to go. I would like to see Kevin at least make it to the Final Four, even if he didn't win. It would be nice to see that.
He was a great interview. Yeah. Always, Harvick's always been fun to listen to.
I like Kevin. Mm-hmm. I always like Kevin Harvick.
It's just the way things happen. I mean, Bubba. Nobody picked Bubba to go to second round. Nobody in the world picked Bubba to go to second round.
What if Denny Hamlin wins it all? What if Denny Hamlin wins the whole thing?
It'll be about fucking time.
It's tainted. Deflating tires.
Where are they racing next week, buddy?
They're at Texas Motor Speedway next week. That's a good track for, and it's another track you can go in. It's going to be it's a pretty fast track. The Toyotas right now are dominant. Right now, it seems like dominant. I mean, you got Kyle Larson, who's, staying right there in second. So he's right there. He started last night, finished second.
Yeah.
So he's got, so he's going to be a thorn in this side. I just don't know what's going on with the Chase Elliott. I just, I don't know what's going on there. I don't know if something happened there. I mean, right now the Toyotas are hot. I mean, Kyle Busch even had he was 2 or 3 laps down last night. That's not like him. He's won Bristol. I don't know how many times. He swept Bristol one time, the truck, Xfinity and the Cup race all 1 year.
Well,
but it's cool to see Junior in the Xfinity race Saturday night or Friday night. That was cool to see. To a car caught on fire. He was actually leading that race. So, I mean, it was cool to see him back in the car.
So, I get just switching gears here, I get a call from Racin Randy earlier this week. Buddy, you won't believe this. Do you know what I'm talking about, Randy?
Oh, yeah. I don't.
You're not allowed to talk about it?
I don't really want to.
Wait,
I don't want to.
Do you know what I'm talking about? We might not be talking about the same thing.
Are we talking about something I do during the day on Monday?
No, I don't even know what the hell it is.
Okay.
I don't know. What did you call me about something you do during the day on Monday? And I did.
Thanks for Monday afternoon. It was great catching up.
You left me a voicemail that I don't think I've listened to.
Okay.
It might have been Monday. No, you were talking about something that walked through the
skunk.
Yes.
The skunk.
Yes. I don't know what you do on Monday now. Jeez, OJ, what are you doing?
It happened. We came back. I'm out on the road the other day, and I come back.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there, and everybody's looking in the parts room door, and I'm going, "What's going on over there?" "Well, we got a skunk in here." I said, "Excuse me?" I said, "We have a skunk in here." A skunk walked right through the dealership, through where they check out the cars to bring them in, walked right on through, walked right by the tech, right by the people. They walked right into the parts room, and then they locked the door and put him in there. I guess he did something. He did go off a little bit, I guess, in there. But one of the techs ended up getting him out.
Well, come on now. Wait, the tech got him out? I wouldn't have got him out. I would have made them get I'd be afraid of getting sprayed.
Well, that auto worker strike, I think that was the first sign.
UAW.
Come on down, buy a Taurus, and hit the petting zoo.
Maybe it was on purpose.
There's a scab skunk, Randy.
Oh, a scab skunk crossing the line.
Hey, it could have been. I mean, one of the techs grabbed it, got it outside, and I guess he shot a video, put it somewhere, a bit walking toward the Harley Davidson.
While you're signing papers for your new Taurus, kids go play in the petting zoo.
This is funny. All right. Well, buddy, we'll see how it goes next week. Yeah, what do you got, Danny?
Do you have South Butler next week, Randy?
South Butler is going to come in this Sunday. It's to be our last race of the year. It's usually waiting to see what happens. We've had 105, 105, and 113 cars for the first three races, which is just a phenomenal year for us because it's never happened before. The most we ever had is 117. That was the last September's race. So we're going to hopefully see if we get that many. If we don't, that's fine. We've had a great year no matter what happens. It's been a great year. Please come on out. We start racing at 9:30. Gates open. The gates open at 9. If you get there 8 o'clock, we ain't kicking you out.
Do you need a band?
Come on in.
Do you need a band? We know a good band.
Yeah, I know, but no, I don't need a band. That I do not need. Right. But I got vendors. If you want to come up, set up, it's $15. Give me a call.
That's a great deal.
Danny, why don't you set up your band for $15?
Put a tip jar.
Swap meet, get some.
I'm going to have
Tom Petty and a 12-pack of socks from Danny's booth.
Big Daddy's Barbecue will be there. The Little Red Wagon will be there. Dar's Delights Ice Cream will be there.
All right.
It's a party.
Coffee will be there. I mean, it's going to be a good time. La Precious Lemonade can't make it this month, unfortunately.
Oh man, it ruins everything.
Final race.
Ruins it all.
That's BS, Randy.
Jeez, buddy.
Well, yeah. I know I got some fast cars should be coming in this month. There should be some really fast cars for the big last race we have.
All right.
So usually we get, see Mike Brown stand his Malibu on his bumper again as usual. So it'll be cool to see.
All right. Well, maybe we'll check in with you later in the week and you can give it a plug.
Yeah, please do. I would absolutely love that, guys.
All right. Be careful of skunks, Randy.
Okay. Only one thing I got to say after today.
What's that?
Go Bills.
Yeah. Thank you, Randy.
I want to hear about Mondays with Randy next time.
Guys. I want to hear about Mondays.
We got to go to break so we can listen to voicemails.
Goodbye, Randy.
You gotta hear that voice.
We want to talk about what I do on Monday. I don't know what the hell he does on Monday.
Yeah, I know.
Let's take a break and find out.
I'm not sure what he does on Monday. We'll wrap it up. For Kevin, who's going to be rooting for the Pats tonight.
Always.
Yeah, I think we're all going to be rooting for the Pats.
Yeah.
Tonight. For Dan, who's decked out in his Bills gear, he's built up.
For the record, I wore it during the week, too.
Oh, excuse me. I'm a fan.
Making sure.
I'm a fan more than just Sundays, folks. I'm Bill Moran, and I'm not. We'll see you tomorrow.